three, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. The return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw on second down, Nugent. Hardy's got it on the out route. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Nugent. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down. Nugent. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Nugent. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deontay Hardy. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Eagles 0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Gray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with the pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Off the play fake, Gray. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 5. Operating from the gun. Nugent got a man. That's Richie James. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Nugent. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw is Gray. To throw on third down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Eagles at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Gray on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll look to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is,
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Cook up the gut. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Nugent being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Nugent. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Trap the Ranger, trap the Ranger. Trap 50, trap 50.
Operating from the gun, Gray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On the stick. Huckle.
They're going to try and throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Get up.
Gray now. A final shot before break. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Gray. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Gray off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 63 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Nugent. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 148 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Nugent, and that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on third down. Nugent. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Nugent. He finds his man complete. It's French. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Gray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at it 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Nugent. And it's complete to Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook is in. Touchdown, Dallas. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Patterson.